So President Trump says Iran wants to make a deal, but for now, the U.S. military continues to take out regime targets. Take a look at this. Central Command posting brand new videos showing U.S. strikes blasting Iranian military targets and jets taking off from the USS Abraham Lincoln. It's also sharing dramatic new photos of a B-52 Stratofortress refueling in midair during a combat mission. CENTCOM also updating us now on the numbers. Since the start, U.S. forces have flown more than 9,000 combat flights and hit just as many targets. U.S. strikes have also damaged or destroyed more than 140 Iranian ships. President Trump put a 5-day pause on strikes against Iran's power plants, but he warns Iran that it needs to meet his demands soon.
I think the administration's been very clear. The objective is not endless war. It's decisive results. And so right now we're seeing this, not just this symbolic bombing campaign. This is the strategic dismantling of the enemy's entire ability to fight so that they can never toy with nuclear Armageddon again.
The regime is unrelenting in its strikes on civilian centers in Israel. You can listen to the sirens blaring across Tel Aviv as waves of missiles flew overhead. Some actually got past Israel's defenses, including one that tore through an apartment building. Chief foreign correspondent Trey Yingst is in Tel Aviv now with the very latest on those strikes. Hi, Trey.
Aisha, good morning. Today, Israel is expanding its national state of emergency for at least 3 additional weeks as the Iranians continue their ballistic missile attacks against this country. Since 10 p.m. last night, there have been 8 different waves of missiles soaring through the skies of Israel. You can see here in the heart of Israel's second largest city of Tel Aviv, a direct missile impact. First responders say the warhead was 220 pounds. We arrived at the scene shortly after the explosion. Right now, first responders are removing debris and rubble from the site of a direct impact in Tel Aviv. Early this morning, black smoke was billowing from the skyline here following a direct impact from an Iranian ballistic missile. You can see the side of this apartment building totally sheared off. At least 6 people were wounded in Israel's second largest city as these Iranian missile barrages continue.
Our forces arrived here after receiving dispatch to the emergency hotline. We go straight into the building, even though it's could collapse at any moment, even though the building might be on fire or there's cars on fire. That doesn't matter. What matters first when we arrive to the scene is life-saving operations.
And take a look at this video from the West Bank. This is a Palestinian village there, and you can see an Iranian missile sticking out of the ground. A significant development as the Iranians are firing not just on Israel, the West Bank, and other regional countries. We do know the Israelis and the Americans are striking back, going after the storage facilities for these ballistic missiles. Some explosions there, CENTCOM releasing that video over the weekend. Similar Israeli strikes took place even earlier today. It comes as President Trump is indicating there are diplomatic talks underway at finding a solution to end this war.
We're giving it 5 days, and then we're going to see where that takes us. And I would say at the end of this period, I think it could very well end up being a very good deal for everybody, as good as if we went all the way and just literally annihilated the place, which if we don't have to do that, that would be a good thing, not a bad thing.
We also have some new video from inside of Iran. This is the capital of Tehran on Monday in the aftermath of those ongoing U.S. and Israeli strikes. I do want to shift your attention, though, to the north, where Iran-backed Lebanese militant group Hezbollah launched more than 30 rockets over the border today into northern Israel, sending people there into bomb shelters. And we can report that just earlier this evening here, there were 2 Iranian missiles that soared through the skies of Lebanon. Officials here are trying to determine whether or not these missiles were aimed at the U.S. embassy or this was retaliation for the Lebanese government expelling the Iranian ambassador earlier today. Israeli officials say this has been a historic campaign against Hezbollah as they are continuing to take the fight against this large proxy group there. Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, saying this earlier today.
The principle is clear. Where there is terror and missiles, there are no houses and no residents, and the IDF remains inside. We will not allow a return to the situation of October 7th. We promise to bring security to the residents of the North, and that is exactly what we will do.
Aisha, just to give you a sense of how active this situation is, in the past 10 minutes, more sirens sounded across northern Israel as Hezbollah continues to be directly involved in this conflict. Aisha?
Okay, Trey Yingst live for us in Tel Aviv. Trey, thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.